And then what is this one?
That is a mallow cup. You know, it looks like a Reese's peanut butter cup, only it's filled with marshmallow and a little bit of coconut. They're amazing. It's in a chocolate chip cookie.
After around 16 years of working in the Syracuse City School District, Kathy Pemberton decided to create a business that could be all her own. She thought of what she liked doing and decided to pursue baking. Pemberton began her venture from her home and now has a storefront in downtown Syracuse.
That's how I decided to start it. And it was a very long road to this.
While today she's filling cookie orders for the holidays, she says opening her shop was no piece of cake.
That's an awful, awful process. This is a bit. It was really a crazy process. Everybody's very, very nice. Everybody's very, very nice, but you're in the mix.
Pemberton is referring to the process for establishing her business with the city of Syracuse.
So there could be me, and there could be a 200-room hotel, and me and a manufacturing plant or something like that. So when you have the little small business competing against the big one, it's really hard.
She says that sending out her paperwork felt like throwing it into the void.
They say you're just in the line, so whenever you get your application in, you're just in that first come, first serve kind of a thing. And so you just have to wait.
Pemberton says it's hard when you're a first-time business owner.
It's hard for you to know exactly what to do. You don't want to do anything wrong. So it's like that, but I got through it.
According to Westcott Florist owner Dino Centra, there are perks to being a long-time established business.
Because of the amount of years that we've been open, in the Syracuse area, we have, gained a lot of loyalty with a lot of people. We've made a lot of friends. There's a lot of businesses that we do business with.
He says that Westcott Florist has been around since 1961, but their big competition today includes online ordering and larger stores.
We really didn't have that much of an issue, years ago, because that's basically, if you wanted flowers, you went to a florist.
He says it's helpful when local business is pushed.
The politicians in the area, they seem for most part to try to do what they can, for local and keeping business local.
Pemberton says she appreciates the initiatives put forth.
I think everything, all the different events that are planned downtown, all of that kind of stuff is fantastic for small business. Like this weekend, it's the holidays in the city. They must have 20 different things going on.
One, for example, is the window display competition currently going on in the city. And while for different reasons, both of these business owners say it could be somewhat difficult to open a business today. However, the benefits of new and young entrepreneurship could be helpful towards decreasing poverty and helping local youth.
Getting gainful employment, supporting entrepreneurial enterprises are all very positive ways to support young people in our community and hopefully to keep them headed down the right path.
Mayor-elect Ben Walsh introduced an 86-person transition team, which includes 22 people specifically devoted to economic inclusion. Derek Galloway is the pastor here at New Covenant Baptist Church in Syracuse. He's a part of Ben Walsh's transition team, and he's a big proponent of financial literacy. He says that when it comes to teaching about finances, you need to start young.
Teach them this is what credit is. This is what your credit score means. We empower them with different mindsets. Right now, there's a great push on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. There also needs to be a financial literacy and a financial fitness component that we're adding to that.
Pastor Galloway holds to his ideal in his own work. As a faith leader, he focuses on more than just religion.
I feel that if you're not holistically approaching an individual, if you're just saying, get your spirit right, but you're not telling them how to get their finances right, you tell them, get your prayer life right, but you're not telling them how to get their marriage right, you're doing them a grave disservice.
And he's not alone in his push for this kind of approach.
If you have someone who is low income, they have more issues than just the fact that they don't have a lot of income. They have issues like transportation, they have issues with food security, they have issues with all these different things. So it's very hard to address just one aspect of their problem.
Carolyn Evans Dean is also on the transition team. She works with Jubilee Homes and Cooperative Federal Credit Union. She says one thing that could help new business owners is access to capital.
The capital is key. If you start a business and you just don't have enough money to get through those months when money might not be coming in, or if you have a seasonal business and there are seasonal ebbs and flows, then the business won't be in business for very long because there's no way to cover those bills.
Evans Dean also says there are a lot of misconceptions about economic inclusion.
I think that there's sometimes a misconception that there are programs out there, there are educational programs out there, and why don't people just take advantage of them? That's the big question that a lot of people ask. But again, sometimes it's a matter of logistics, transportation, sometimes it's a matter of not knowing where a program is, not having childcare.
As a part of Ben Walsh's platform, he touched on the issue of transportation. He writes that he will leverage his relationships in the business community to bring living wage jobs back to neighborhood business corridors, as well as by supporting public transportation and making the city more walkable and bikeable. And even with access to the economy, some local business owners say it's still difficult to start their business.
I think they can appoint like a liaison for small businesses and the permit process. So have somebody that you can meet with that'll guide you right through it, that knows exactly what you need to do so you don't waste your time, you don't waste anybody else's time. They could have somebody in the actual permit office that's just devoted to small business. So this way your application's not in there with 200 other big businesses.
Pemberton says she'd like to see more accountability when it comes to establishing your business with the city.
So they could say, you hand in your application, and they can say, within 2 weeks, we'll let you know A, B, and C. 2 weeks after that, we'll, and this way they're on a timeline to get it done, and you have an idea of what to expect.
She says people don't realize how much work you need to do.
Like, it's so grueling. You have no idea. People walk in here and they're like, oh, you're living my dream. This is so wonderful. It's like you have no idea what it took to get here. It takes a lot of work.
Odea Pincus, NCC News.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye.